Hello everybody, in today's video I'm going to talk to you about why are home prices so high and what is driving the shortage of inventory that is contributing to the shortage throughout the United States, which is causing home prices to be high. Stay tuned if you'd like to walk through an example and see exactly what might be happening to make home prices high. So the channel is Living in Northern Arizona, where I talk about real estate and living in Northern Arizona topics every single week. My name is Dawn Dickinson. I am a realtor in Northern Arizona. So if you would like to talk to me about buying or selling a home in Northern Arizona, please give me a call, text, email. My contact information is always in the description below, or you could even go to my website, livinginnorthernarizona.com, and schedule a Zoom call or a phone call, and I will get back to you and we can talk about real estate that way. But now, before I go deep into the financial details of the particular scenario that I'm outlining for you today, I want you to know I recently did a video on my other YouTube channel, which is Dawn Dickinson. It's just my personal channel where I go through the pros and cons of downsizing for people our age who are approaching retirement or already in retirement. So if you want a full list of the pros and cons without all the nitty-gritty financing, go to my other website. I'm going to put a card up and you can see the pros and cons of downsizing your home. So let's just walk through one particular example of why so many homeowners aren't selling their homes right now, and this might give you an idea. This is only one example, one contributor to why there's a shortage of inventory. There are others, but this is a common example of why people aren't selling their homes right now. So say you bought a home in Arizona in about 2018, 2019, and you bought an average sized home, 3-bed, 2-bath with a fenced in yard and a 2-car garage. If you bought a home in some place like Sedona or Flagstaff or even Verde Valley that fit that description, you may have paid about $400,000 to $450,000 for such a property. Now, home prices have gone up. When you purchased the home, you may have paid about 4% interest, and if you've been in the home for a while, you probably refinanced in late 2020, possibly 2021, and got less than 3% interest. So now you've got a very low mortgage payment. A lot of us are baby boomers, so we probably did put 20% down, and that keeps us from getting that pesky mortgage insurance that I hate. So you may have a mortgage payment of around $1,500, $1,600 a month for the home that you're living in now. And say you've got property tax of around $2,500 a month. Back then, home insurance was a little bit less, so you might be paying about $850 a year for your policy if you bought in the state of Arizona. Now, home insurance has gone up across the board. You're probably paying closer to $1,000 to $1,200 if you're buying a house today, so that's one thing that has gone up. Another thing is if you're in a single-family house, you probably have a low HOA. So in the example I'm using, you would have an annual HOA of about $270 for the entire year. So that puts you at a very low monthly expense for the HOA. And of course, property tax. Property tax is going to be higher on a single-family home. I think I said $2,500 is going to be for the example that I used. That would put you in a payment of about $1,500 or $1,600 a month. So now a few years go by, you're getting a little bit older and you're thinking, well, maybe I want to downsize. In fact, you see how much money you can get for your house. Like say you paid $400,000 and now you could get $700,000 for the home, and you might have had enough down. You might not get quite that much, but say in this example, you're going to clear after the time you pay your title fees and your real estate agent fees, you would clear about $250,000 cash. So at first you think, oh my gosh, maybe I could buy a condo for cash, but here in a place like Sedona, you cannot buy a condo for $250,000. You can't likely even buy a mobile home on land for that price. So me closer to $350,000 for a 1-bed, 1-bath townhome, and close to $400 to $500 or $600 for a nice 2-bed, 2-bath condo. So say this is what you're looking for, and now you've found the perfect 2-bed, 2-bath condo. Let's walk through the example of financially how you're going to benefit or not benefit from making the purchase, which would allow you to put your home up for sale and put more inventory on the market and keep prices from going skyrocketing because there's not much inventory right now. So let's just walk through this particular example. Once you found a new home that you're thinking about, there was one recently in the village of Oak Creek, not far from where I live, for $425,000. So let's walk through that example. All right, so let's say you finally found a condo or a townhouse and they're thinking about downsizing and moving into that. So here in Sedona, I'm going to give a couple of real life examples. There was a very nice 2-bed, 2-bath townhome with a covered patio for your outdoor, very small covered patio, and a carport for you to keep your car nearby and out of the sun. So say you were going to go with this and downsize, and say you made $250,000 on the sale of your normal American size house that you're downsizing. So say you're going to put the entire $250,000 down. You're going to take a mortgage out for 30 years. So that's also something we have to consider. I'm the last of the baby boomers. If I live another 30 years, that's going to put me at 89 years old. So, you know, that in itself is a deterrent. So now that's my zip code. Let's go to property tax. I looked up property tax on the new house. The townhouse is $1,470, so that makes it $122 a month. Insurance rates have gone up probably since you locked in your insurance rates. So on a townhouse, maybe $800 a month. That's what my Chandler townhouse is, $800 a month. $800 a year, I'm sorry, puts you at $67 a month. There's no PMI, which is mortgage insurance, if you are putting, 60% down. So that's nice. But HOA fees, if you're moving into a condo, they're going to be probably at least $200 a month, sometimes $300 or $400 a month. That puts your monthly payment at over $1,550 a month. So in my case, that's almost my exact payment for the home I'm in Sedona. So that doesn't give me much of an incentive at all, because now I'm going to have a mortgage until I'm 89, and I've got the same exact payment, and the house is 500 square foot smaller, less 1 bedroom, minus the yard, minus the 2-car garage. So right then, a person like me is going to say, I'm not going to sell. But let's just do a little bit more manipulation here. So say you're like, well, I can do it because now I'm going to get a boatload of cash. And so let me just put 20% down. That will keep me from having to pay the mortgage insurance, and that has $85,000 down. So now I can pocket $165,000 from the sale of the larger home. Let's again put the interest rate at 7%. This is my Sedona zip code. Your property tax is still going to be the same at $122 per month, because it's about $1,400 a month for this particular house that I'm looking at. And homeowners insurance again, $67, $200 a month for the HOA. Now my mortgage payment is $2,651. So that is about $1,100 a month more than my current mortgage payment, and I've moved into a house that again is now short 1 bedroom, short a yard, short a garage, for an $1,100 a month payment. So a person like me is probably going to say, I am not going to sell. So this is the same scenario that is keeping many people from selling, especially people in the baby boomer age group, keeping us from selling, because we're going to go, even if we downsize and pocket some money, we are having a higher mortgage payment. And this again, I'm only talking through this example for finance properties. Many people don't have a mortgage when you're pushing 60 years old, but this example I think is a pretty good one. So that is contributing to the shortage of inventory, and the shortage of inventory, of course, is what is driving the high home prices throughout the country, especially here in Arizona. So I hope you find this particular example helpful. My name is Dawn Dickinson. Dickinson, the channel Living in Northern Arizona. I post videos every single week about topics that pertain to living in Northern Arizona, so I hope you enjoyed the video. If you are interested in buying, selling a house, despite these numbers, you could always give me a call, text, email, and I would get back to you. My contact information is always in the description below, and you can go to my website, livinginnorthernarizona.com, and schedule a Zoom call or a phone call if you'd like to do that also. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you hit the like button, and I hope to see you back here again next week.